got a strong why that fills you with a burning desire to succeed. How are you going to get there? Through goals. Write them down, tie it to specific actions, and take massive action consistently over time. There's power in great goals. In the book, What They Don't Teach You in the Harvard Business School by Mark McCormick, they asked students in the Harvard MBA program, have you set clear, written goals for your future and made plans to accomplish them? Only 3% of the graduates had written goals and plans. 13% had goals, but they were not in writing, and a whopping 84% had no specific goals at all. 10 years later, the 13% of the class who had goals were earning on average twice as much as the 84% who had no goals at all. But the 3% that had clear written goals, they were earning on average 10 times as much as the other 97% put together. If that's not enough to make you write down your goals, I don't know what is. So when I sit down with a new distributor, I ask them 3 things. What do you want? Why do you want it? And what are you willing to do to get it? Ask them, where do you see yourself? 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. Have them write it down. Set a date in writing to hit specific ranks. I found that most people dramatically overestimate what can happen in 1 to 2 years, but they dramatically underestimate what can happen in 3 to 5. So help them set the right expectations. Now you can only control what you do, so I like to set goals based on my specific action. Specifically, how many people are you putting this in front of? How many calls, texts a day? How many one-on-ones, three-ways, webinars, home meetings are you doing? Maybe you feel like you're new and you're not great at doing a presentation. Do it anyway. That's the only way you're going to improve. Has anybody ever started a new job and you felt completely clueless on day 1? Were you better a year later? What about 5 years later? So cut yourself some slack. Why do you expect yourself to be perfect in the first 30 or 90 days? So I just wanted to get better as quickly as I could. I was willing to be bad before I got better. I worked through the numbers as quickly as possible to build my skills. But failures are part of life. If you don't fail, you're not going to grow. That's how you learn. Little action equals little results. Big action, big results. The rate of exposure equals your rate of success. So as Eric talked about, you want to create a Pro3 factory. So if you want 5 distributors in a month and you sign up 1 out of 10 on average that you share this with, then you got to do at least 50 presentations. But that means way more calls than 50. So book your calendar and look at how much action you're taking. Set daily, weekly, monthly goals to hold yourself accountable. And the compound effect by Darren Hardy. He talks about the principle of reaping huge rewards from a series of small, smart choices. Even though the results are massive, the steps in the moment don't feel significant. These changes, they offer little or no immediate result, so why bother? What people don't realize is that the small, seemingly insignificant steps completed consistently over time will create a radical difference. So the steps we need to take to build this business are easy. Easy to do and easy not to do. Easy to make one more call, or easy to skip the meeting because your guest canceled. Easy to skip training because you went last month and you don't have anybody new this month and your kid has a game. Taken individually, each choice seems small, but compounded over time, it will make or break your business. So if you want to be a Pro 10, just think, what would the Pro 10 do? Give yourself a performance review. Would you hire yourself based on your actions the last 30 and 60 days? And guess what? If you wouldn't, make a choice to start over today from day 1. Make a choice to take action. So, now that you've got a burning why and a set of strong written goals to help you get there, what could stand in your way? Lack of belief. In this business, you've got to have belief in the products, the business model, and yourself. Let me tell you how important I think belief is. The name of my business is 212 Belief. You know, water is hot at 211 degrees Hoyles at 212. That one extra degree of belief, motivation, effort, sacrifice makes all the difference. I've got signs all over my house about belief. Even my Christmas tree was full of ornaments that said belief. People let themselves be held back because of fear of failure and lack of belief. But what would you do if you knew you could not fail? If you truly believed you could be a part 10, how would that change your actions? What sacrifices would you be willing to make knowing the outcome would be pro 10 or your why? I want you guys to know it is all possible. I sat here 5 years ago with the same hopes and the same dreams, but also the same fears. Is this too good to be true? Can this really work? But can this work for me? I truly believe the answer is absolutely yes. So go out there and find a why that makes you obsessed and a hunger that burns inside of you so you're unstoppable. Set written goals, take consistent, massive action to achieve your why. Believe that you can do this and take every step knowing that you will achieve your why. Thank you. It's been an honor.